Football fans, Christopher here, and we're out here in Aggie Land of all places. Yes, you heard right. We traveled 2 hours and 10 minutes as visitors, the Hays Hawks did, that is, to come and take on the College Station Cougars. Black and purple, their colors. The home team on a bit of a palace here, and it doesn't look like they share their space with A&M Consolidated. We're obviously newbies to the College Station Arena area. And so they have their own pad, it looks like. And the Hawks are going to receive first. College Station likely winning the toss and deferring. Hays, a 5-1 team, the JV, a successful operation thus far. College Station, perennially a good team in their own right. I would imagine their JV is as well. And their kickoff team lining up, and we're underway.
Number 19, Grayson Kent. Back deep for
so
the Hawks.
19, Grayson Kent,
and number 12,
to kick off for the Cougars, and Cohen is back deep, standing on about the 15. This ball will find him, and he'll get it there on the 13. Moving back to the center, trying to find some blockers to run behind, but 25 finds him first. It's a return of about 10. A 3-4 defense for College Station, and a spread look with trips to the right side for the Hawks. We'll see how they defend it. They've got two safeties right now. And Gibo will start with a give to Javi. Moving around the outside, gets around 9, lowers a shoulder, and has everything he needs for a first down on a first play. So Javi turned on the jets and outran 9, playing the defensive end. Cohen will move over here to the near side to balance things out on a first down from the 35. Gibo gonna look to go to the air. A dump pass to Lewis. High, got it. Moving down the field, caught from behind near midfield for another first down. So a 50-50 balance of run and pass is successful for Hays. Hays moving with some pace. In fact, the ump from behind comes in to delay the snap to make sure everything is set with the chains. Javi, another dose, right side this time. Moving to the far side, 17, finds him and smothers him and drops him for 2. I'll look and see where 17 came from. 17 was the play side safety, and so coming downhill in a hurry to make that tackle from the back. I don't know that he was on a safety blitz, so just reading it quick. Javi up the middle has to do a stop and start, and found, and no gain.
David Caceres with the carry.
After 2 first down plays to start, they have 2 that go nowhere. And so 3rd and 10, just inside Hawk territory. The back moves over and play action. Gibo's gonna ride around the right side, dump it off to Miller, the tight end, and reaches across. We'll see where they mark him. And they're gonna say that he's out where his foot was. And so it's 4th and a yard. Some confusion on the far side chains as they started to move, but it wasn't a first down. They've reset them, and it's 4th and a half a yard. Here come the Hawks on the first 4th down attempt of the game. Javi's gonna get it up the middle and leans forward and should have it at the 40. Drive staying alive for the Hawks. So on the move are the red pants and white jerseys, a combination I'm not sure if we've seen yet this year. But the trip to College Station brought out the creative uniforms, and Javi will move to the right side. Trips to the left side. Gibo, 3-step drop. Now he's up the middle, delay, wraps up the ball, and found and taken down to the turf by 98 and 5, a yard behind. College Station with that 3-4 defense, electing to have most of the pressure coming off of the line, though the outside backers now rolled up a little tighter. They've got flat responsibilities on the pass. Javi gonna move to the right side, lowers a shoulder 25, jumps on his back. Looked from here like the hole may have been closer to the center, but we can't see what Javi can see, and it's 3rd and long again. A heavy dose of ground game here for the opening drive, and Jacob Ibarra, 42, checks into the ball game, and now he'll bump. And it's 3rd down. Here comes Gibo, looking to his left, flushed out, still keeping his eyes downfield, and now wheels back around to the right, and then a flag thrown as Gibo's staying alive down the sideline. Look at 0 go, and stays up, and he's still moving. And 2 finally checks him out. That's probably Gibo's longest run of the year, and I think the flag's gonna be a mask on the defense, and so this likely will be declined.
Number 0 on the play.
And I think the play will stand. Gibo looking like a world-class athlete on that scramble and was face masked, and so the personal foul penalty tacked on half the distance to the goal line gives the Hawks the ball on the 7-yard line with a first and goal situation. 42, Obara up the middle, found around the ankles and couldn't get going. He can fly, but didn't get a chance to put any speed on display there. Javi checks back in. Lewis out of the picture, alone down here on the left side. Javi gonna get it, looking for the seam, and he found a little one. He spins, stays alive inside the 5 down to the 2. It's 3rd down from there. We've just eclipsed the halfway point of the first quarter as this opening drive has taken all of that time. Javi again puts a foot in the ground, north and south, and got it. One slips through, and the first score of the game on the board, and it belongs to the Hawks.
Touchdown.
So just a bunch of pounding there, and hats off to Gibo for keeping that 3rd and 10 scramble down the sideline for 20-plus yards alive. Here comes 7. De Leon to kick it, and it's true, and it counts. So 7-0 here early in this ballgame. I believe the Hawks went 1 for 1 passing on that drive, that 10-yard completion for a first down to Lewis as Wyatt prepares to kick this one deep. Sticks a right foot in it, moving to the right. Going to be found by 10, just north of the 10, and he's going to come near side. All the way around, and Teo in there, couldn't quite find him. Here comes 10 down the boundary, and lit up out of bounds by Joseph, number 4, who's back this week.
Kick return number 10.
For the first time after having to sit out for some grades. We're glad to have 4 back on the field. A near 30-yard return for number 10, who's lined up down here on the bottom. Give is up the middle, and he's got a little room. 6 through the defense. Austin finds him from the backside, rides him down, and the Cougars open up just like the Hawks do. A first down run play. Jackson Gallagher, number 6, good for 19 yards on the first down. He's going to get another dose here, right side. Teo in there on the low side, Joseph on the high side, and it's still productive for 5.5 yards. Cougars going with pace. 16 across the bow, gets on the left side, and then Ollie, I think, in there, and finds him just shy of the first down, so 3rd and short coming.
Play down to the
so 3rd and a yard on the 32.
3rd down and 1 yard.
In the gun. 16, fires one out to 4. Excuse me, that's 11, the quarterback, and he sidesteps the tackler down the boundary. He goes for a first down.
Pass is complete.
Cougars on the move.
15.
So a lot of tempo. Chain set, and across the arms. Here comes Gallagher, and he runs into the defense, but he gets about 8 first. Cougars have not had a negative play yet.
18.
And another dose of Gallagher gets through the defensive line, into the secondary, steps through the tackle, and then down at the 2.
16,
3 perhaps, it's a first and goal. And talk about a response here from this Cougar offense. Everything primarily through the A and B gaps, and here comes another one. 16 right through the middle, and found at the goal line. They're going to say short. I think that was Ollie who wrapped him up and took him backwards. May have been Angelo Acosta in there making the stop. Here comes Gallagher, and this time keeps the legs going for the equalizer. So Cougars liking their chances on offense, that they're going to go for 2 here, even though I saw them in warm-ups kicking plenty of leg, and that ball nearly bobbled, and then a rifle out to the boundary, an out pattern caught by the running back Gallagher, and the conversion on, and so a 1-point lead for the Cougars.
Number 2,
a bit of a sprint here early in this one, and we'll see which defense stands stiffest first, and see if they can't produce on their side of the ball. Here comes 19 with a big right foot. And this one will hang down to the left side. Javi's going to get this one on the 10. 1 moving to the center of the field. Found his own blocker. I think that was Ollie. And now he spits out to the down the boundary. 1 and laid out at the 40. But a good second effort run from number 1. Just like the Cougars on the last return. 29 yards on this one as well. Obara in the backfield for Hayes. And Gibo wanting to go to the air. Is going to throw one. Got 18. And a little hitch route successful.
Pass complete to number 18.
He might have given up a yard or 2.
Number 21, John Humphreys on the tackle.
From having forward progress. 18 is Larson, and he's been productive since being called up the last couple of weeks. Obara in the game still. Balance set for the Hawks. And Gibo to the air again, right side, has 5, and a first down, and that's Caden. So Gibo coming out, zipping the ball around to start this drive. Balance set for him just inside of the Cougars into the field. And Obara gonna get it and makes the first tackler miss, but not the second, and it's a no gain result.
Pickup of 1
They
yard
do
on the play,
give
second and
Obara
9
a
from
yard
46.
on the rush, and the set the same. This time Cohen gonna get it out here on the near side. Cohen trying to get out to the wide area and does so, but shy of the line to gain. 17, the safety has another
Tackle made by number 7.
3rd and 2, Caden top side, Lewis bottom side, and tight ends in the game. Obara moving to his right side, and the defensive end snuffs him out. Austin was trying to block 40, but just couldn't handle
42 on the carry.
his
TJ
pursuit.
Regalado brought down.
Start a Q2, moving the other direction, and Javi back in the game at running back. 4th down and 4. Hawks need this to keep on the field for their offense. Gibo in the gun. And a give to Javi, who is wrapped up and taken down in the backfield, and it's the first turnover on downs. And that Hayes defense coming up next. So back from the timeout, 9:55 in the second quarter, and here comes play number 1 of the second drive for the Cougars, and it's going to be a fake to 16, throw to the flat to 6, and tackled by Javi, who's playing both ways out here on the
Cougars take over
corner.
on downs.
And it's like the Cougars just have plays lined up. The next one we do this. I don't even know if they're taking cues from the side. Another play action. High, he's all by himself. 4, a blown coverage, no safety, and he'll walk in untouched. And they'll have to review the assignment there to see where the breakdown was. PAT kick this time. Now that they've got the 2 points, they're going to go back to 1, it looks like. 19 to kick. Hold is good, and kick is up and through. And a late flag, and they may get a roughing the kicker assessed on the kickoff against Hayes.
For the Hawks, number
A
2,
coverage
Cullen Ball.
breakdown, any way you slice it, for Hayes on that touchdown pass. They had a single safety rolled up on the right side, and of course the slot was on the far side, and Teo over the top of the slot at linebacker, but don't think he was in man coverage with him, so not having deep responsibilities, just nobody there to guard. So after the penalty, and that's an offsides there, and they got him for it, and they tried to do an onside, so regardless of who got it, this will be advantage Hayes just because of the offsides from number 3.
Cougars,
So
that penalty
Hayes
is
declines the offsides call, liking
take
where
over, 1st and
they got
10
the
from
ball
their
at
own
the 35 since they did recover it, and don't want to have, even with the 5-yard penalty, they'd still be kicking off from midfield, which would be advantage Cougars. So here comes the Hayes offense. 9 minutes in the first half, and Javi going to get it around the right edge. 20 comes off the block, and then the tackle made as he gets to the 30. 2nd and long, and Hayes comes out with a trips left look. Javi to the right side. Gibo looking to the left, and flushed, and the ball comes free, and coughs it up,
Quarterback sack.
and they get it. Felt like Hayes really needed to respond offensively on that opportunity there, and so giving this one up on the 21-yard line, not what the doctor ordered, and the shotgun 2-back set. 16 to throw to the end zone. 4 alone again, got it again. Got past Javi. 4 has 2 touchdown pass receptions on back-to-back plays, and Hayes gonna have to dig down deep and get an answer to this one before it gets out of hand. 19 on for the try. A 20-yard effort. Hayes does not bring the block, and the kick through. Javi caught with his eyes in the backfield, as they say. That's why you run the play action. Fake it to the running back before you throw it. Kickoff sailing back deep over Cohen's head, and it will find the end zone for a touchback. Just barely. It parked up like a L wedge around the green. We'll trust that Cohen knew what he was doing on that return. That ball found the end zone by about a football's length is all before it popped back into the field of play. Javi, no, fake. Gibo gonna keep it all the way, moving to his left side, and a collision there on the outside, and he gets 4. Gibo with a couple of productive runs here in the ball game, and gonna give it to, no, he's gonna keep it after the play action, and dump this one out to Miller. Moving to the left, or right side rather, and a low tackle by 1, but it's a first down, and 81 coming through
number 81,
clutch here on the backside of this season.
Number
Some comparisons this past week of Miller and Gunnar Helm, the Texas tight end. Cohen looking for a spot, spin move, back to the inside, practicing some shiftiness, and he got back to the original line. It looked more dangerous than the result was. Spot the 39. 2nd and 9, the count. And Cohen's going to get it on the pitch, moving to the outside. And a good block there. There goes Cohen. Through the boundary, through the first down, run out of bounds by 1 near the 30, and he's got a big Hawk first down.
Pass was complete.
I do believe that goes down as a pass play as Gibo pitched that ball forward, I think, to Cohen in front of him. So first down and 7:14 showing in the half. Javi gonna get it, splits the defense, but then snuffed out by, it was somebody before 17 who's the safety who's come downhill all afternoon to make tackles, but I thought I saw somebody else in there. A couple on the pickup by 1, and a balanced set for the Hawk receivers here. 0, looking to his left, throws this one out tall to Lewis, caught at the 30, swung around, and he's got a couple of hitch route receptions. 3rd and 5. 4 down territory for sure. Gibo wants to go to the left side in 21 with his hands on his shoulders, and then a throw there to Lewis, and he connects. How about the toss from 0 up over the top, a jump pass? Looked like Doug Flutie out there throwing that one. A little creativity in the shell of 0. Back-to-back pass receptions for 20, and the ball back to the middle of the field, first down. Gibo, 3-step drop, a screen play to Javi, and crawls over the tackler to get a couple extra yards. So trying to get set up is the Hawk offense. They had a couple to the right. Now Austin and Cohen move to the left side. 2nd and 6, and Javi relocates. And he's going to catch this one out of the backfield. And a good block there by Cohen. Springs Javi to the edge. Touchdown. Hayes responds. And that one drawn up and executed just right.
17-yard touchdown.
A timely response for the Hawks as they found themselves 2 scores down and didn't need to get anything out of hand past that. And Wyatt True nearly hits the high jump pit on the kick. And a 22-14 game. Back to a 1-score game. And De Leon's going to pooch kick this off to the side. And it'll be fielded by 17, the safety, and he's tackled immediately after about 5 yards on the return. And that was Joseph Cazares causing the stop. This Hayes defense looking for their first stop of the ball game. Hadn't had one yet. And still just a single safety, Austin, over here on the hash. Over 4 this time. And it's just a 3-receiver set as they've got a 2-back set in the back field. And 4's gotten loose on the last 2 plays. 6 is going to get it up the middle and ridden down by 66.
Jackson Gallagher.
So Kiefer making his presence on that line known and gets him again. Kiefer and Ollie tag team to make that one happen. So signal comes in from the purple coaching staff. 3rd and 10, and the defense right on cue so far. 3:28 in the half. And 16 is going to go to the air. Lots of time. Throws one, looking for 4 again, and he got behind the defense. Austin trying to track him down. And 4 put a stop on and then gets away from him. So last 3 touchdowns all belong to 4. And it just took him a little longer to do it this time. So a high-octane offense, mostly in the form of number 4 getting behind the defense. Bad news is it's a 2-score game if you're a Hawk fan. The good news is it's correctable. 4 put a little juke on Austin, who was trying to get him, but then had the depth to pull away from him afterwards. 19 to send this one down again. A spiraling squib kick, and Javi gonna let it go out of bounds. Smart play, as it'll give even better field position. So 7 yards on the penalty as the ball spotted on the 30 after being kicked out of bounds. And Javi gonna get it, right side, and ankle tackle. Number 4 has 3 scores, all back-to-back scores, but if he's on your fantasy team, he's got you about 50 points. 2nd and 8 for the Hawks, 2:40 showing in the half. Javi, now he bounces to the outside, left side, hits the Jets and another ankle tackle. 25 responsible for diving after that one. Javi stays in the backfield with Gibo. And Cohen giving some signals. And then Gibo translating it to the right side. saying back up and get on sides. Maybe is the signal being given. Gibo looking to dump this one off to Cohen. He does. Cohen moving up the field. Now outside. Cohen looking for a stutter move, and 17 finds him. They drive him back, but forward progress has a first down at the 45. First down, 1:24. Clock starting to be an issue. Gibo looks to his left, and 27 got him around the waist. I don't think he ever saw him coming. And 27 came from the outside, at least the second line of defense. And Gibo shaken up. So 1:14 showing, back from the Hayes timeout, second and long, and Gibo not on the field. Caden, the quarterback, comes in to relieve the injured Gibo, who hopped off the field. Caden's gonna throw it. Screen pass, 81, trying to juggle it, and I guess did make the catch. No, incomplete in the end, and never did seat it before the tacklers were on him. Third and long again. They need about 18 to keep the sticks moving, but they've got 1:05 in the half, so they line up trips right. Caden stays in, and Javi to his side. Cohen in motion. Give is to 2, and the ball comes free. Cohen picks it back up, and they say incomplete as it was a shovel pass, and so it was not a handoff.
Incomplete pass.
Cazares in to punt for Hayes, and number 4, and then a shank of a punt, got off his foot, and it'll bounce back towards the Hawks. And it was 7.
Following the punt, the Cougars take over first and 10.
Well, I don't know who the deep man was, but 39. It doesn't matter as the ball didn't get to him. 52 seconds to work with from the 39-yard line, and that's been plenty of time with the way 4's been catching over the top of the defense. Here comes Ollie on a blitz. 16, all kinds of time to throw it. Looking for 9, got him, and then out of bounds. Incomplete, boy, he had it right in the seat. Lewis in coverage, and likely would have been a first and goal had he had that one. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 45 seconds. This time it is a give and wrapped up by 17. Jackson. 38. Third down. And defense creeping. And they got him this time. Finally was able to get to 16, who had been having a clean pocket most of the game. And this takes them back to midfield. College Station coaching staff looking at the scoreboard and going to let this one run to the half. And then they call a timeout. So they're going to Hail Mary one on the last play of the half, and we'll be set up for it. So it's fourth down, so College Station calls a timeout at 2 seconds to make sure this is the last play of the half, and a prevent defense on 4 deep safeties. And 16 looking to throw it. Now he's going to have to just run it out, and airmails this one out of bounds, and that'll end the half. It's a 2-score lead for the Cougars.
That is the end of the
on a 29-14 lead situation. Hawks defense has some work to do.
It's time to meet.
So Wyatt will send this one down to start half number 2. Hawks in a bit of a hole here, and they'll start on defense. 3 will field this one down on the 5. How about DeLeon's leg? And 3 trying to split the defense, and he does so far. And there he goes off to the races, and taken down by Wyatt, the kicker.
Darian Francis on the return.
Cougars dodge a bullet on the hold on TJ, number 29, around midfield. Here comes number 4, another dose of him, and another start and stop, and he splits the defense through the middle, and 4 touchdowns in a row for number 4. Hayes does not have an answer.
Cougar.
On for the PAT. And an early second half strike, and the ball never got liftoff. The first 3 touchdowns number 4 has had all over the top of the defense. This one underneath on a stop route and split the 2 tacklers and then outran the safety. And so showing he's got a bit of everything in his tank. 19 sends this one down the middle. Cohen will catch it on the 5. He'll have to get it. Must have thought he was closer to the end zone. And now down the left side boundary and back to the middle, and he trips over something. 28 yards on the return, and Gibo back in the ball game to open this second half for the Hawks. Shook off that earlier right leg injury, and a low snap's got to go down for it, and airmails Cohen, and that ball called incomplete. It was close to being backwards. Cohen not sure either on that last one, so he thought to go chase the ball, but whistles blow it dead. Second down now Spot still the 33-yard line, and Javi up the middle, 9, chases him and races him down, playing that defensive end on the opposite side.
Javi.
3rd and 11, the situation. And fake to Javi. Gibo flushed out and has to get rid of it. 21 was barreling down, and we may see the Hayes punt team. Joseph on to punt again for Hayes. Caden had about a 60-yard punt last week for the Hawks. But it's Joseph who stands back on his 20, and dangerous number 4 standing on his 44-yard line, ready to return this one. And Joseph, a better kick this time as it spirals, and 4 will get out of the way. It'll bounce this direction, and Larson will get it at the 41. So 4 not on the field this time. Double reverse, 3 coming this side, and caught by Joseph and taken down man style for a loss of 1. After the run by 3, 4 checks in for him in the slot. So tackle him no matter what. Running back 16, gonna get it. And taken down by 68.
Michael Turner on the
College Station been in that 2-back set all game long in the gun. Twins to the left, here comes the blitz. And 15 lets this one go out and thrown away outside. Javi in coverage looking for
incomplete
number
pass
8.
on the play intended for number 8, Ethan Sherman.
So besides the last drive of the first half that expired as the clock ran out on 4th down, this is the first time we've seen the College Station punt team. And Austin drops back to field this one at the 30-yard line. And 8 to kick it, end over end, line drive kick, and it parks. And then bounces College Station's way. Austin gets out of the way, and it's going to be at the 20. On the 20, coming out. Gibo has strength to his left side. And going to give it to Cohen around the right edge. Cohen trying to outrun the defense and loses his footing as he crosses close to the 30-yard line, just shy, got nearly everything needed. Cohen shaken up on the last play, does walk off under his own power, getting checked out on the bench. Here comes 2nd and 1. Gibo, hitch route, out to the side, caught by 27 and stays in, no, incomplete, lost the ball.
Yeah.
So 3rd and a yard, the situation. Left side's the strength side. Javi gonna get it, go away, and he's got company. 25 found him in a hurry.
Number 1, Javi.
So 4th and 8. Joseph on to punt this one. And Hayes may have broke the huddle with 12, and Joseph's gonna keep it on a fake. Moving to his left side and lays the wood and still goes, and he's got the first down, and Hayes stays on the field. That may be the first fake punt I've seen from Hayes this year. Successful out to the 34-yard line. Javi around the right edge, and the 40 gets off the block. The defensive end again, and just cannot get that corner turned. 2nd and 15 we go. Linebackers creeping. And the throw to 27, and may have got to him a little quick, but maybe uncatchable. 3rd and long, Obara in the backfield with Gibo, and a trips left look here. Javi lines up in the middle, and he's gonna block for Obara, and that ball thrown incomplete, and I don't know if the fake punt can work 2 4th downs in a row.
Incomplete.
Joseph lined up to punt, and nobody back deep for College Station. I think they think, fool me once, but don't fool me twice. And this time, a good kick. Towering shot all the way back to the 30, and a good hawk bounce, and it's gonna go all the way to the 17-yard line, 18-yard line, and we'll call that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, yeah, about 53 yards on that one. 5 wide for the Cougars. Hadn't seen this all game long. Throw, stop route to 8, wrapped up by Javi.
And 3.
2nd and 3, the case. A 3-touchdown spread here. Play action. Looking for 8 over the middle. Gonna try to hit him. And over the head, and he caught it! My word! What a snag by number 8. Blind over the face. And that's next level football. A 42-yard reception, and the Cougars showing they've got more than number 4 in their receiving core. Looking for 8 again. On a stop and go. Down the sideline. Got him. And inside the 10. A 42-yard toss to 8, and they come back and get him with a 25-yard right after that. 16 up the middle, and falls down inside the 5.
Second and
In
goal.
that opening drive, we saw a heavy dose of number 6 for College Station. Since then, not a lot from him. 15 moving to the pocket out to his outside. Wanted to throw it to him and got a foot down. Yes, touchdown College Station.
Touchdown, Cougars.
And just as I spoke of 6, he shows up out of the backfield.
Number 6.
That's actually 6's second scoring play. He may have been the receiver on that 2-point conversion on the out route in the kind of corner edge of the end zone, and a timeout taken by College Station on this PAT. So back from the timeout, and it is the kicking PAT unit that we see out here with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kick away, and better this time, and a nod of the head ensuring that it is through.
The extra point kick
and a
by number 19,
42-point
Kent is good.
offensive output for the Cougars. College Station to kick this one away after the 4-touchdown lead, and Javi, the deep man, and bobbles it a bit, picks it up, and moves up the field. Now back to the outside, and bumped, but not wrapped up by the first man there, and then 14 finds him. First down on the 37-yard line for Hayes. Long count. And Gibo throws to Austin in the slot, in for Cohen in that place. He hadn't come back in. 25 with a tackle, and it's productive for a couple.
Complete for numbers.
2nd and 7, trips right for the Hawks. Lewis alone here to the boundary side, and a give to Javi, and it's snuffed out by 91, and he's playing somewhere on that defensive line. Third down coming, and a bunch right formation for Hayes this time, and then they move and reset. I don't know if they got set in time. Looking for 20, ball thrown behind him, and it's 4th down coming. Joseph back on to kick. Snap good, and he's got traffic. He's got to pull it down and try to make something happen. Here comes 4 and lowers the boom, and then found at the 45. So a good effort by Joseph to try to make something out of that, but didn't get enough to keep the offense on. College Station, 5 wide again. Quick strike on the hitch route. And the ball comes free on the ground, and looking like Hayes recovers, and they do. Ian Tovar responsible for that fumble and recovery. And that's a name I hadn't called a lot of this year, but a good athlete in his own right. Handoff to Javi on the right edge, no gain.
Javi.
Injury report on Cohen Ball. Ruled out for the game, arm in a sling, and elbow injury. And so we'll wish him the best recovering from that. Give is to Javi, 9, rides him down the defensive end spot. Javi does throw him on the saddle and take him for a couple. Obara in to give Javi a break in the backfield here on this 3rd and 9. Spots the right side hash. And 25 trying to get through. Throw off the mark, looking for 2-7 right at the sticks. And another 4th down coming.
Incomplete.
Ortiz was open on that 10-yard stop route. Pass just behind him towards the boundary. Joseph on to punt, and he's done a bunch of it here in the second half. Lewis and Javi the up man, and that ball sails over his head, and he hits the deck. Live football, and recovered by College Station on the 20-yard line where they're set up. Start of quarter 4, and College Station stays with their 5 wide personnel set. 15 zips one across. Lewis's hand nearly got on that one to break it up, but as it was, looking for number 4, who's been deadly today, but the throw behind him. 3 checks in the backfield. He's got speed, and he's going to get it. Moving around the right edge. Being caught by Lewis. Joseph also there to help. And they take him down behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, 12 to go. Moving in for College Station. Play action. 15, time. Throw to 4, and he makes a diving effort. Couldn't quite come up with it, but showing that athletic effort nonetheless. Ball on the 24-yard line. 4 in the near slide slot. 6, the halfback to the near side, and he's caught passes out of the backfield. He's going to block. Play action. Flushed out. 15 running. Hadn't seen him run a lot. He's got room to run. And all the way to the pylon. Checked out of bounds at the 45, just shy of the goal line. And a 1st and goal coming for the Black Shirts. Point total already doubled as far as what Hayes has had on them scored this year. And this ball thrown to 6, and he's got another touchdown pass reception.
Touchdown,
Joseph was in the
Cougars.
face of the quarterback as he threw it,
Number 6,
but the
Jackson
pass
Gallagher,
away and the caught
3 yard.
touchdown counts. 11 the holder, 19 on to kick, and he has had a good workout tonight. Snap and hold down, but not almost in time. Boy, Holder had to lean for that ball and then put his weight on it, but somehow got his weight off the ball, and the kick happens.
Good.
Jacob Obara, the second line back there on the receiving team in Javi's spot. Javi moves to the center back deep guy on the 10 as 19 sends this one downfield, and it's going to be Obara, I think. Javi steps up and takes it. And to his left side, 5 tracking him and finds him and slings him around. Now Javi's going to move the other direction and found down low by the cover team at the 15. Nose the football out to the 16-yard line for first down. Hayes with their backs to the wall a bit, and the snap off the mark. Gibo has to go down and recover it at the 4, and a rough way to start a drive there. Down number 2, a better snap this time. Javi in the end zone trying to get out of it and crawls out to the tune of 1.5 yards and loses about 1.5 yards. Third down and a long way to go. In the end zone is Gibo throwing out, found Austin. Austin puts a move on, has the out pattern, and tackled at the 20. A good job by the safety, number 20.
Pass complete from
and a lot of that gotten
0,
back.
Eagle.
Excuse me, 20 is the corner. 7's the safety on the near side, and it's 7 yards to go. And the snap off the mark again, and Gibo kicks it this time. Recovered by College Station at the 2-yard line. So 2 snaps, missing the mark of the quarterback off to the right. And Hayes paying for it. So the ball back to the 7. I thought the recovery happened at the 2-yard line. Nevertheless, 6 around the left side in a full head of steam. And he's got the end zone. 6 has as many scores almost as number 4 does. 19 to kick, high snap, 11 gets it down, and the kick sure. And it was a competitive football game in the first quarter, but since then the Cougars can't miss. Here comes 19's right foot, and Javi will collect this at the 10. Up the sideline, left side, and first 2 men down, find him, ride him, and a good return with company on Javi's back out to the 33. Obara in the backfield with Gibo. Snap better this time. Obara gonna get it, but 55 waiting and 91 trailing. Hayes' offensive line just not able to get a push of any kind here in this second half. 42 checks to the right side of Gibo. And will get it up the middle, same result. And it's 91 again. He's coming from the right defensive tackle place, I think. Just 3 down linemen all night long for College Station. And Gibo with a little time this time finds 88, but pass incomplete as 2 lights him up. 4 to kick to 8, and it's another, and he does get it off this time. He had to run a couple extra steps to try to find some room to kick it, and does get this one away. Miller picks it up at the 45 for the down. Back to the 2-back set. We've seen so much 5 wide. Although the last drive, I think, was also 2-back set. And more 6, and he's got space. And off to the races, they won't catch him. He's got the last 4 touchdowns now for the Cougars.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Another right-footed kick attempt, another high snap, but no problems as they adjust. And Hayes just doesn't have any firepower on either side of the ball. It's hard to stay competitive with this kind of a distance, but it is what character's built out of. And with 4:55 in the game, we'll see if Hayes can dig down deep for pride's sake. Good kick. And Javi will catch it and return this one. Mike could have let that fall back for a touchback at the 20, but he spins out past the 20 by 2 yards. A double tight look for the Hawk offense. And a pitch looking for Austin, snuffed out by 55. Back to 4 wide for the Red Pants. And Javi the back with Gibo. Clock at 4 minutes. And Javi up the middle, steps through the first couple, and it's number 9, the defensive end, who finds him down around the ankles. Miller, the wingback spot. Javi right behind him. We'll see if he lead blocks for him. Twins to the other side. And Javi will go across the grain to the far side and dips a shoulder back to the outside and then found and tackles the dial-a-down. 4th down, Joseph back on. This snap down low, and Joseph just going to keep it again. A race to the boundary and tackled, upended at the 25. And a good effort, but not enough to keep the sticks moving. So victory formation for the Cougars, and they will see if they can't get that clock to run. It doesn't. And they'll have to ask nicely to get him to click it away. So they finally wake the clock operator up, and he does run it. And so a second knee taken. Down to 1.5 minutes. They'll likely snap it one more time before they'll probably just call this one. And that's where we'll
3rd down.
leave you as well as this one in the books. Here in Aggieland, all College Station just didn't have an answer for the offense or the defense of the Purple Hats. And Varsity will have their shot at them tomorrow night, a Friday night. And we'll cheer on the Hawks there. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.